Can you guys get me EMS out here? Because my fingers are tingling.
The officers call for EMS, and they wait for an ambulance to document her complaints.
I think who she is.
Go get her lady safe and then go on.
Let's put all enforcement violations and put everything on YouTube and I can get all that. She committed an ordinance violation. I think
This isn't an ordinance violation. You're an officer. This is First Amendment protected activity.
again, you failed your YouTube University horribly. Okay.
This is First Amendment protected activity,
I'm gonna
dumbass.
stop up by City Hall and get a copy of the ordinance.
Oh, I have a copy of it. Thank you very
Do
much.
you? Got everything you need? Would you like to say it to you? Got everything you need? You have a quality day, ma'am, okay? Be looking for a citation in the mail.
One of the deputies then asks her about her previous encounter on this channel.
You're not the one from the cleaning deal or with the keys?
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
I'm just asking. That would make sense. I've seen the video.
I don't answer questions. So.
That's fine. You're right, as an American.
It's also my right to flip them off as an American.
Less suspected of crime or has to identify by law enforcement. Technically, you're supposed to.
No, not if you're asked to identify. It's if you've committed a crime. If you're about to have committed
I
or
would check the statute.
you know what? I have this. Oh, I don't have the statute on me. But the statute is that you.
They revised it last year because I know there were some new laws passed last year.
No, that was not one of them.
You sure? I would just be sure. So,
Not 100% positive, but I do know that the Fourth Amendment is that you can't be searched and seized, and I have not committed a crime.
yeah, you have to look at the definition of what a seizure is and what a search is.
Checking IDs, checking IDs, him putting me in handcuffs, that's a seizure.
Well,
Yes, him putting me in
I'm
handcuffs
not
is a
just saying
seizure.
your version. I'm just saying if someone is suspected of a crime, they don't identify. You don't really take them.
Right, if they're suspected of a crime, but I wasn't suspected of a crime
Yeah.
because flipping off isn't a crime. Flipping off well, I'm telling you, that's what happened was I flipped him off and he got butt hurt. So this was a contempt of cop stop.
Yeah.
He was butt hurt because I flipped him off.
You know that offensive language is not covered by the First Amendment.
No, not all offensive is.
Merely using language that someone finds offensive is broadly protected by the First Amendment, but fighting words, or words that incite violence, obscene language as defined by the earlier discussed Miller test, true threats, and limitations to time, place, and manner restrictions are examples of speech that is not protected. However, offensive language, especially when directed at the government, is of the most important speech to protect, and any public official that doesn't understand that or actively works against it is unfit for duty.
Me flipping off the officers, I absolutely can.
I'm just saying, did you know that?
I am aware. You can't do fighting words and stuff. I am aware that the
Offensive
First
language,
Amendment.
see, that's
Yeah,
what
I
the
am
gray
aware
area
that the
is.
First Amendment is not completely
Is it
protective. But
peace disturbance,
I can redress
all
my
that is-
grievances towards the officers. It is 100% constitutionally protected that I can flip off an officer. It is 100%.
I'm not disputing.
He is. That is why he pulled me over. That's why he
Yeah,
followed me
there's
into
some
Dollar
kind of
General.
City ordinance to that effect.
But you can't make something that's constitutionally protected illegal. So then they made it illegal, which is
I would say-
that
I would
that
love to
ordinance.
see ordinance.
That ordinance is illegal,
Yeah.
which means he just illegally detained me.
I would look towards the ordinance.
Oh, I will.
That's
And-
a city of Linn,
and-
not an Osage County.
Well, that may
sheriff.
be, but Osage County put me in their car and put me in there for a bit. So,
Well, you gotta understand.
oh, I tried to tell her though right then that it was because I flipped him off. That
I
you
can't-
guys were letting a dirty pig dictate what you guys did.
No, I-
You guys let him violate my rights.
I came up here because they had officer disruptive subject. That's why. Regardless, you know what to do with this.
Oh, I do. I do know.
But I did watch the video. I didn't agree with the officer.
I watched that video on YouTube quite a few times, and I don't agree with that officer either. And I'm glad he's no longer with that department. And I'm glad that chief was no longer with the department because what they did to that woman in that video was very wrong.